What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time ever seeing my face or ever on my channel, welcome. My name is Macy and I am going to be a junior at TCU this year. I need to get out of the habit of saying sophomore at TCU because I'm done with my sophomore year. I post lots of college vlogs and sorority videos and all that, so I would love for you guys to subscribe. We just hit 40,000 and I feel like we are so close to 50,000, so please subscribe. I would love for you to stick around. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram if you are not already. I am doing a Q&A today, so if you want to ask me questions for my next one or DM me and talk to me, follow me there and I would love to talk to you. But today I'm doing a Q&A. I asked Instagram if you guys had any questions and I actually got quite a lot. I don't know if you guys can tell, but yeah, I'm excited to answer these. I realized I haven't done one of these in since freshman year of college. Also, by the way, I'm wearing my hair extensions. I have not put these in a year because I thought that they were damaged. So yeah, if something looked different, I'm wearing those. Okay, where are you living next year and when are you going back to Texas? I grouped these two questions together and I wanted to answer them first just because this question will serve as a quick little brief life update. But I am living in a house off campus next year with my best friends and I am literally so excited. So at TCU, the first 2 years you are required to live on campus and that's amazing. I love the sophomore housing. It was so much fun living on campus. But juniors and seniors usually find a house off campus or an apartment complex, and that's just what people usually do. And so my friends and I found a house and it's super close to campus and we have literally been looking forward to it since we signed our lease in September, October. It was September actually. We got on it really fast. And to answer when am I going back to Texas, so I'm actually going back to Texas pretty soon, the end of next week, because all of my dorm stuff is still there. I have not moved out. There is still food in my fridge. I haven't moved out of my dorm whatsoever, and the lease for our house actually started yesterday, so all my roommates are there moving in, and I know it's kind of iffy, the whole travel situation right now, but I'm going to be very careful. I'm going to wear a mask, hand sanitize everything. I talked to my parents, I talked to my roommates, we all decided it was best for me to be there just because I really do need to move out of my dorm room and I also want to move into the house. I'll be following all of the rules and guidelines in Texas to stay safe. They're actually pretty much open there, but that does not mean that I'm not going to be careful. I will be doing everything I can, and since I do have a house that I'm living in, I will be staying there until it is safe. All my roommates and I have been following the rules. We've all stayed away from others. We've been inside of our houses. So yeah, I simply am going back because I need to move out of my dorm and because I am paying rent for the house. But my roommates are there right now and they're moving in furniture and doing everything, and it's just so exciting. I know you probably can't see based off that photo, but I will be giving so many updates once I'm there and so many moving vlogs. Yeah, that's my plan on when I'm going back. Okay, going along with that, how did you meet your closest friends so fast being a transfer? So yeah, like I just said, I signed my lease with my roommates in September, so I knew who I was gonna be living with pretty fast. Really quick, I'll give a quick summary. So my one roommate, Leslie, she's my best friend. You guys have seen her on the channel. So I actually DM'd her when I was a senior in high school wanting to come to TCU, and I was like, hey, do you want to be roommates next year? But she was actually committed to play soccer. So she replied, I was like, I'm so sorry, but I'm playing soccer, so I'm living with girls on the soccer team. I was like, oh, no worries, because I didn't end up going to TCU. A year later, when I was touring TCU, I ran into her and we recognized each other from Instagram and we just started talking from there, and we got super close because we both rushed as sophomores since she stopped playing soccer and she was able to rush. And then I got super lucky because she introduced me to her best friend Lauren, who I just got along perfectly with, and so now we're all best friends and we're all living together, and there's two other girls that you guys are gonna meet. So that was just amazing that the three of us clicked so fast. That's how we met. And then I honestly met all my other friends in class. That was super fun. Since my classes were smaller, I just started talking to everyone in my classes and I just met amazing friends that way. And then I also got close with people in my sorority by living in the house my second semester. That was a long answer, but yeah, that's how I met my friends. It was totally a God thing. This one asks, what are sororities really like at TCU? Really is capitalized. Okay, I don't know if this question was looking for a negative about sororities at TCU, what they're really like. Something that immediately comes to mind, it's not a negative at all, but something that I really like about TCU sororities is that it really does not matter what house you're in. Obviously it does, and you want to find one that you get along with and one that you have the same values as and all that, but when it comes down to it, everyone is friends with each other. So that's what I really like about our Greek life. Our houses are all placed next to each other, so everyone's always hanging out, and I just really like the Greek community. Next year, the girls I'm living with, none of them are in Pi Phi. I'm living with girls from different houses and they're my best friends, and I think that's really special because I know at some other schools your friends are in your sorority and that's pretty much it. I don't know if that's an answer you were looking for, but that's something that's definitely special to TCU. And someone asked what my favorite part about TCU is. I feel like all I ever do is hype TCU up, but if I had to pick my favorite thing, it would honestly probably be the people. That sounds kind of cheesy, but yes, it's a beautiful campus and I love the location and everything, but the people people is what makes it so special. Coming in as a transfer, everyone was just like so welcoming and so friendly. Someone also asked what the environment at TCU is like, and going along right with that, I just feel like it's a very healthy environment. Like the people are very inspiring and want you to do good. Of course, at every school there's probably gonna be people that aren't so nice, and there's probably gonna be mean girls. I don't know, I just feel like it's a very positive place to be, and you want to do well and you want to like succeed. Also with the environments, like sometimes it can honestly be a little bit overwhelming just because everyone's so involved and everyone's doing so much that sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, like am I doing enough? But that's literally like the only thing, and honestly that's a good problem to have because I think it's awesome being surrounded with people like that. Coming in as a transfer, was it hard to live with people who were already friends? Okay, so yeah, I came in and my friend that already went to TCU told me that her friends needed a 4th roommate, and I honestly was a little nervous, like oh my gosh, like I don't know, I was just like nervous, you know, you're living with people you haven't met, but it was not an issue whatsoever. They were the best. It was super cool because we were all sophomores going through recruitment together, so although they've already been there and they already knew like the ropes of the school, we were all in the same position going through recruitment, so we got close through that, and it was a really good living experience. You can like see my dorm tour, but I had my own room and we just shared a common area, so I don't think it was an issue whatsoever that they were already friends because they were welcoming, and I also like met my own friends through my sorority and my classes, so yeah, it was not an issue that they were already friends. What is your favorite part about being in a sorority? I feel like my favorite part is that any questions that you have or anything that you might need, there's someone there to help you, and I feel like that's really cheesy being like, oh, like someone always has your back, but that's definitely something that I love. For example, there's different group chats for each major, so say I'm trying to find a class to take or I need help choosing a professor, I can just text in my major group chat and there's older girls to help me, or if I have any questions I can post in the Facebook group and someone probably has an answer. So I just like that if you need anything, pretty much guaranteed that someone in the sorority can help you out. Also, what I really like about being in a sorority is that you can be as involved or not involved as you would like. Say you just want to go to the mandatory things and do what's required, you can do that, or if you want to get super involved, you can do that too. It's really what you make it, so that's what I like. My favorite part about being in a sorority this last year was definitely living in the house. My second semester I moved into the sorority house, and I'm not gonna lie, it was like an abrupt change at first just because I went from having my own room and being by myself a lot to living with like 40 girls. So at first I was like, okay, whoa, like what is this? But I ended up just absolutely loving it, and that was definitely my favorite part about being in a sorority. If you guys get the opportunity to do that, I would definitely recommend it. Why did you choose Pi Phi? Okay, I always say like, oh, I need to do a video on this, but I'm actually going to do a video all on sororities. Like I'm doing a whole series on sorority videos if you guys want to go watch my first one. It just like clicked, honestly. All the girls were just very well-rounded and funny and positive, and I don't know, it's just like a really good group of girls. There's no like drama or anything. Everyone's just very supportive and they're just like the best people ever. But I will do a whole video on that, so. Favorite Fort Worth food places? Fireside Pies, 100%. Bar Taco, Eatsies. I like need a website so I can share all of these. I miss the Fort Worth food so much, like it's not even funny. How do people dress for class at TCU? Very athleisure, big t-shirts, athletic shorts, Lululemon tennis skirts. That was new, that's not something that's worn in California. Yeah, very casual. People do not dress up for class whatsoever. That is something that's kind of interesting about TCU. It's almost like frowned upon to dress up for class. Like say I would wear a pair of jeans and just like a normal top because I wanted to. Everyone would be like, oh my gosh, like why are you so dressed up? Where are you going? It's not like a negative because I guess it's kind of nice just to wear t-shirts and leggings to class, but it's like literally almost frowned upon to like dress up. How is this school semester for you? Okay, so like I said probably like 3 times this video, this semester I moved into my sorority house, which was literally like the best thing ever. Like I said, it was actually a really hard adjustment just because I am someone that likes to spend a lot of time by myself, and that was something that I kind of got used to, having my own room. So yeah, January was definitely a little bit hard just like adjusting to a new living situation, but after that, this was definitely hands down my favorite semester of college by far. I literally just said like yes to everything. Joined an intramural basketball team. That was like the best time ever. Saying yes to living in the house. That ended up being the best time ever. Like right as COVID became a huge issue, I was on a mission trip in Belize with my church. It was all TCU college students in Belize together, and we were all getting so close, and I was like, oh my gosh, I am so excited to go back. Like everything's just getting so amazing. And then as we were on spring break, that's when we found out that we weren't going back. And I'm just sad that like right as I was like finally adjusted and had amazing friends, I had to go home. But I mean, that's life, and I'm just very thankful that I get to go back. And yeah. Is TCU going back to school in the fall, and is recruitment still happening in the fall? So TCU sent out an email that they are like 100% planning to go back in the fall, but again, anything could happen. I'll be living in Fort Worth whether we go back to school or not because I have a house I'll be living in. But yeah, and as for sorority recruitment, I do not have all the answers. I'm guessing that it's probably not going to be in August, probably going to be sometime in the fall, like over a weekend, or I don't know. I don't have the answers yet. If I had to guess, I don't think it would be in August. Okay, some random ones. What mascara do you use? I use right now Dior Show Plump and Volume. Can you guys see my eyelashes? I don't know. My other like all-time favorites that I've been using for the past like 5 years are Benefit Roller Lash and Benefit Therareal. You will not go wrong with those two. Favorite Netflix show? Outer Banks, 100%. If you asked me this question any time before like last week, I would have said One Tree Hill, but it is now 100% Outer Banks. If you watched it, please comment down below because I want to have a full discussion about all of it. How tall are you? 5'7". Comment down below if you thought that I was like taller or shorter than that. I don't know why, but I always wonder like how tall people think I am based off like my Instagram and YouTube. Is that weird? I don't know. How has it been being home for the last few months? How has quarantine been treating you? Honestly, I've been having a really good time. It's been good spending so much time with my family because before all this happened, I was honestly like really missing my family at school. I didn't think that I was gonna have a chance to come home, so I did get a chance to come home, so it's been nice. Like obviously I do miss TCU and Texas so much, but I've been trying to find the positives and not take this time for granted. So yeah. Best incoming freshman advice: say yes to everything. Like obviously nothing dangerous. Take every opportunity because that might be how you make some of your best memories and that might be how you find really good friends. I actually have a video on freshman advice that I will link down below, but if you guys want an updated one, let me know. How did you start your YouTube channel? Okay, so in high school I actually kind of vlogged as a joke and I just always joked about becoming a YouTuber. That was just kind of my thing. I always vlogged on my Snapchat story and on my Finsta and I would just always vlog. But then my senior year of high school, I tried out for cheer. I had literally never cheered in my lifetime. Like I was a volleyball player before that. I had never cheered, but then I made the team and I thought that it was like the most fun thing ever. So I started vlogging that and those were like my first YouTube videos. I felt like I just knew I was gonna end up making a channel at some point just because I did watch so much YouTube, and yeah, I just feel really lucky that it's turned into this and that it's something that I really enjoy doing. What's your major and plans for after school? So I am a strategic communication major at TCU, and what that is, it's public relations and advertising combined. You can choose to emphasize in either of them. And what I want to do after graduation, I don't know exactly. I think it'd be really cool to do PR for a company, like where they send the cool packages or plan the cool PR trips. I don't know. I have like an idea of what I want to do. I've said this before, but I do the PR and marketing for my sorority, so I run our social media and do our website and stuff. And I also just love YouTube and Instagram and all that, so I mean, something with social media would be cool. Don't know where that's gonna take me, but yeah, something along those lines. Okay, I think that's all the questions. If I did not answer yours, or if you have anything else you are wondering, comment it down below and I would love to answer it there. Again, make sure you're following me on Instagram if you guys want to ask me questions for my next Q&A or just keep up with my life. I would love to have you there. I'm trying to post a lot more. I am so thankful for each and every one of you. The fact that you guys watch my videos and support me makes me so happy. And again, I cannot believe I am at 40,000. That's just insane and I am so grateful. But yeah, make sure you subscribe for more videos about college and sorority. I'm doing a whole series on sorority recruitment videos like outfits, preparing, advice, Q&A, and I'm gonna start getting my friends involved in those videos too, so I'm super excited. But again, I love you all so much. Please comment any other questions and I will see you guys in my next video.